Hello, welcome to another tutorial. This time what we're going to do is add articles but not using the category blog system that we were using last time. So first of all we're going to log in again and that would be /administrator. Once again I'm going to cut to after being logged in, just fill in your details here. Right, so once you've logged in, you'll notice this time, if you watched the last tutorial, we had less icons, and that's because this user has more access and administration rights. So what we're going to do is add an article in much the same way as we did before. So to quickly summarize from the last one, you add a category, make sure that you've got a category that your article will fit into by adding new, filling in the form. Right, and then once you've done that, you need to add your article. Now, we go to Article Manager, and then New. Now, I've got another article here in this text program. I'm going to have to take some formatting characters out as before because I haven't got a text editing program on the Mac which doesn't add text characters. That's the wrong article, in fact, it's this one that I want. So this is going to be on the About Us page. So we go copy that and put it in here, and then what I'm going to do is take out these excess styles which we don't need on the paragraph tags. That's a blank paragraph. Again, if you're using Windows, copy from Microsoft Word into Notepad, and then from Notepad into this box, and you won't have to do any of this then because it will get rid of all of the formatting characters. If you're using a Mac, I'm not sure what the best way of doing it is because this using TextPad seems to add styles into the paragraph tags. There may well be a program which doesn't do that, but I haven't actually looked for one. So we'll save that and update here. You can see it'll change. Now, first of all, we don't actually need that name because it'll come up in the user settings. So we're going to call this article, it's about us, so we'll call it About Us. Now we need to give it a category, which we would have chosen earlier, and we've got one called About Us, so we'll do that. We want it published, we want it available for everyone to view, so we want it on public. Now what I'm going to do, because I am a super user here, I'm going to choose another user so it looks like they wrote it, purely because I don't want it to say test user on the written by account. So we'll save and close that. We've already got a category called About Us. Now this is what happens if you've got an alias with the same name. So we'll call it About Us content, and let's save and close again, and that should work. Yeah, there we go. Now what we need to do here, if we're following the categorize, add, show workflow again, we've done the categorize, we made the category, we've added the content, it's here. Now we need to show. Now you notice there's more menus up here at this user level than there was for the other user levels. Now what we need to go is Menu Manager, and this is actually going to go, we want it here on this About Us page, ignore that. So we want it on this menu here, along the top. So what we're going to do, that's called Main Menu, that's our main menu. So we're going to go to Main Menu here. And you can also get to that if you go back to this control panel. Main Menu is here. So instead of using the drop down, you can go there. And then again, you've got all your menus here. These are all the different menus on the site, and we'll click on main menu. Now these are all the menu items that are on here. So you can see home, about us, contact us, forum, etc. And that corresponds to home, about us, contact us, forum. Now what we need to do is I'm going to delete about us because it's a broken link at the moment. As you saw when I clicked here, it can't find the page because I deleted the article the other day. So I'm going to trash this just to show you how you would make a menu item. You also notice actually there's a shop here, but it's unpublished, so it won't show up on here. We're going to press new. Now this is slightly different to category and article creation. You've got various different types of menus, items, which can be chosen from this list. Now it depends on which plugins and things you have as well. See, I've got a forum on it on my page, which is here. You can see this is a plugin, this whole thing here, which hasn't been set up properly. But you could, in order to make a menu item which links to that page, you see you've got QA in the forum. Now you can have it land on the entry page, help page, recent topics, etc. So if I chose that, then this menu item would link to the corresponding page. Now you see we've got an articles thing here. We've got single article, archived articles, and list of categories, category blog. I'm not going to go into what they all mean, but if a category blog is what we were using before, so these menus here, this menu here, each of these menu items is set to category blog, which means that articles display one above the other, much like a blog. And I kind of explained that in the previous tutorial. That's quite a good way of showing articles. But what we want to do here, in this case, is a single article, because we only want the menu item to link to that About Us article. So what we'll do is click single article, and you'll see these options on here change. Now these are context specific, so it depends what you select on this site, what type of menu item you select as to what the options are here. In this case, it wants us to select which article to link to. Now if we press select, you can see this is the list of articles that we've got. Now About Us is the one that we just wrote, so we can select that one there. Now we've got that selected. Now menu title, that's what we want this to be called up here. So we want it to be called About Us. Now this may or may, but I think the alias About Us was the one that I deleted, so we should be okay here, but if not, I'll change that later. You can put a note in. I don't normally bother with any of this. We want it in the main menu. This is our main menu. This is our left side menu. That's our login menu. And that is a right hand menu. We want it to be the menu item root. This is for making, you can make drop down menus if you select a parent category. However, in this template design that I've got, which I've designed here, I haven't set it up to work with drop down menus. So in this case, if you chose a subcategory, it would break the template. So for people who are using my template, don't use that. This is all, we'll just leave all this as default. So basically all you have to do is select the article. Now once we've done that, we press save and close. Okay, there is another menu item with the same alias, which is slightly confusing, because I'm pretty sure I deleted it. Anyway, it doesn't particularly matter. About Us, we can't use About Us content, which is what is autofilling, because that's the same alias as an article. About Us, what shall I call it? About Us menu, maybe. I might change it later if I can work out where that other menu is, if it's called About Us. It's unselected the article again. Okay. So now, if I go onto here, refresh the page, you see About Us has come onto the end. So now if we click About Us, we've got that article that we made earlier, so that's linked together. Now, we don't really want a, well, you might want About Us on the end, but I want it over here. I want it there. Now, to rearrange the order of the menu, what you can do, there's a few ways of doing it. Firstly, you can press these arrows here. So if I press up, it will move it up one place, or it should move it up one place. There we go. So it's moved it above that one. Or what you can do is type the number in here. So if I want it to now go to number 2, I will press number 2. I'll type 2 in there and then press save, and it should move it up to number 2. It has done that. Now if we go in here and refresh, you see the menu's gone to there. So there we go. So that's how you add an article to the menu. Now this is the show part of the categorize, add and show. The showing is making the menu item. And if you want to make other menu items, again, you just press new and choose what you want. There's loads. If you've got plugins, you can make links to different galleries or search a search form. And even under articles, you could have a list of articles which would appear in here, or whatever really. There's quite a lot of choice. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful, and thanks for watching again.